Hey Laura, Robert and Tom. Will Trump win was the question we asked in 2020. Now we may be asking whether he'll run for a third term. But the question I wanted to ask you today is, with Cory Booker making that mammoth speech on the Senate floor, with AOC and Bernie Sanders travelling around the country, and with Gavin Newsom launching his podcast, which Democratic candidates, Democratic politicians are really standing out for you as we look forward to 2028?
Well, there we are. Top question from great correspondent and all-round nice guy, Fred Dimbley. Well known to you both. Laura, you first on that, but I'd love to hear from both of you.
What a brilliant question from the amazing Fred. I have to say, last go round, with Obama's first go round, I should say, he wasn't really in the picture this early on. And that's why I think we could be really stunned by someone way outside the fray. In fact, a guy I've been watching and encourage everybody to look up is this guy named Stephen A. Smith. He's a journalist on ESPN, our big sports network, a lot with the National Basketball Association. He's written a couple of books called Straight Shooter. He seems to be wading his way into politics. He's got a pretty good mass appeal, and he just started popping up on some news shows talking about politics, and there's a little bit of a nudge to have him run. I think, given Donald Trump and his success coming from outside the political mainstream, somebody like that could maybe have an effect. I'm looking outside the normal politics for this next one.
Yeah, I think Laura, you're super smart to do that. I mean, Fred, excellent question. How dare you find a question that that sort of baffles both me and Laura, but it actually talks to the sort of, I think, what is the deficit in the Democratic Party is, look, there's lots of candidates out there, Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, Tim Walz is making moves back in Minnesota. So, I mean, lots of people, AOC and so on. So lots of people are out there. But, what we've got now is kind of two lanes. Do you confront the Trump administration or do you try and do business with the Trump administration? And I think Democrats have got to decide, which lane they want to be in. And I don't think any of the candidates emerging so far really sort of could take on the sort of MAGA agenda at this point. So I think it's a big question. I think Laura's super smart to look outside of the mainstream and outside of conventional political candidates. This is an era when, something extraordinary has to happen if the Democrats are going to win the argument. So I think we should look way outside of traditional lanes in terms of who might emerge.